Auto layout frames can become real prototypes, so let me show you the prompt in Figma Make. This is a real prototype from auto layout all the way to Figma Make. If I take a look at this, I can actually click reply and just type this is a reply. As soon as I press return on my keyboard, a reply is added and the whole prototype auto scrolls to the exact place that I wanted to. Same thing, if I decide to add a comment, this is a comment, and I've pressed return on my keyboard, you see that it actually auto scrolls and I have a comment added. If I scroll up, I can close my replies and also take a look at the reaction. So here a new comment is added. I can click this and add a reaction. So if I click this heart emoji, a reaction is added. I can click and see who reacted, and then the exact emoji reaction is added as well. Not only that, all of this interaction is being captured on the left side of the prototype using engagement. Also, if I have a very long comment, let's just go ahead and copy that and paste that, my whole comment box gets expanded. So if I type more, it becomes scrollable. So this is an actual input that it auto expands to a certain height and it becomes scrollable. As soon as you comment it, there is a logic which actually adds the ellipses, so you can click more to read more about it and also click less to close it. Also, the reply count gets updated. So if I click reply, again, reply 1, if I press return on my keyboard, you see a reply 1 gets added exactly inside the comment box, and a reply 1 here is updated for me. I can expand and collapse the comment section, so this way I have easier time reading the whole comments. I can also expand and collapse the replies, scroll down to see the replies and comments. Since all of that are being added to a comment box, I can see the engagement and I can click on any of them and see the total reaction that shows for me with the correct emoji and who reacted, and all of these are generated using Figma Make and from auto layout. So we have our auto layout created, which I renamed it post activity drawer, and inside that we have a couple of components. So here we have comments. Let me expand this one. We have a comment block, and inside the comment block we have the header. Here you see this is the header. We have the text string, we have the rows. This row holds the emojis and the emoji reaction, and then also inside that comment block we have another auto layout which is called reply block. Also, if I take a look at this drawer, I have this added as well. This is basically a member with the reactions. I created the emoji picker again using auto layout, but I looked at a front-end library. So for the Figma Make, I copy pasted this one so Figma Make can reference this, and I copy pasted the library link to this emoji picker. And then finally we have the post. So again, I have the post, I have my engagement to the right side, my reactions and comments to the left, text string, and the header. So all of this started by me first picking the post activity and emoji picker. So if I go back all the way, see I did 95 versions. So if I go all the way to the top, the first starting point for me was to copy pasting this one. So I copy pasted this first one as well as the emoji picker, and this is the prompt I gave it. And what you notice is I actually am referencing the auto layout layers. So here comment footer default. So if I go back here and if I click this one, if I collapse everything, you see we have the comment footer default on the auto layout. So renaming it this way helps Figma Make, make your prototypes realistic. So by doing that, and again referencing the exact auto layouts that I created on the Figma design file, I actually made my comments and my prompts more precise. And this is the emoji picker that I mentioned. So I have used this emoji reaction button. So if I go here and take a look at this emoji picker is auto layout. If I click, everything is auto layout, but this whole thing is used in Figma Make as a reference, and the way I point to it is using the actual library that is being built on the NPM. And if you don't know what NPM stands for, it stands for Node Package Manager. So you can find a lot of front-end packages there. You can reference it in Figma Make, and Figma Make actually pulls those for you. And also for the images, I didn't want to use like static images, so I gave it an additional prompt saying fetch a random avatar image for every time a new reply or comment is added. As you notice that every time I add a comment or reply on the drawer, a random name is generated as well as a random avatar is created. Another thing I added is make sure the reply counter gets updated. Here you see that I added one reply. So if I go ahead and add another reply, so reply 2 and press return, you see the reply counter gets updated, random name is generated with an emoji, the timestamp is created correctly. Again, this was the comment or reply that was added 5 minutes ago. This is a new one, so it's added correctly. And because I have referenced the emoji, I mentioned after clicking the emoji reaction button, if I go back to auto layout, here in the Figma design file, if I actually click this one, I renamed this to emoji reaction button. So if I go back again to the Figma Make, I mentioned if this is clicked, make sure that the npm node package manager is reused, because here I'm referring to it as emoji picker. This is the emoji picker. So if I click this is an actual emoji picker. So I can search for heart, and actually I can add a heart here. So like this is a heart that I added. Not only the heart is added to the reply, if you take a look at the left side, it is added to the post. So this is how dynamic and rich this prototype is. Another thing is here I mentioned this as timestamp. So here I mentioned timestamp needs to be updated each time a reply is added. Again, if I go back, if I click on any of this, I rename this exactly to timestamp. That's why every single time that I add a reply or a comment, the timestamp gets updated. And then finally, I mentioned the reply block instant should only appear when you click the reply button. That means if I click reply, only then this whole reply box is created. The first version of this prototype was not exactly as rich and interactive. I had to actually give it 95 different prompts, and as you can see, all these prompts I kept adding and restoring the version, adding and restoring the version. This way I managed to get it into a very realistic prototype. As you type and as you comment, everything gets updated. If this video gets 1,000 likes, I'll share the Figma Make file so you can grab a copy of it and try it yourself.